video I make on EVs. Here's why I won't buy one just yet. And this might come off as a rant, but I was the first one to say it long before Hoovy. I was the first one. Look at me, I'm not even ready. My bad. I'm all over the place. We gonna get it right though. We definitely gonna get it right. Um, but I was right. I was the first one to say it. If you scroll down, one of my first videos is cringe watching, but I mentioned a couple things as to why I didn't like the EVs. You know, I kind of I try to clickbait y'all and with the caption I said exposing EVs exposed, something like that. That's the name of the video. I'm driving a Porsche Taycan. Loved the car. I've loved every EV I've driven. I've driven, I want to say four. I think one of them didn't make the cut because I was just, it's just like whatever to me. You know, it's kind of like going to a rental car place and you get the cheapest thing on the lot. You know, it's just like, I was like, whatever. You know, I should put this, but I'm not. Um, and we'll make another video in regards to that. But the range is what gets me the most. That is when I'll consider buying an EV. When they can make that range to where it's 1,000 sounds like a lot, but I want it to be 2,000. The range has to be 2,000 miles or better. And here's why. I don't feel like we're moving forward into the future by the range of every EV being less than 500 miles. It's crazy because the EV now currently that has the most range is the Lucid Air. Sexy ass car, super sexy. I remember seeing that car and I was just like, damn, that car is beautiful. What is that? And I was like, oh, that's the Lucid. And it's crazy because I saw it at night. And I knew what it was immediately because I was seeing videos, but I didn't think the Lucid Air was wide and you know them lights. You know, every car has the light bar in the front and in the back for the most part. They kind of like they resemble each other. You don't know what it is. You got to look 2-3 times to make sure you're looking at what you're looking at. But the Lucid Air is a beautiful looking car and it has 500 miles of range. But then again, I try to say it, and you had a couple of D riders, Elon Musk D riders, saying, "Oh well, they're making electric stations everywhere." All of them do not work the same. You see what happened to Stradman in that Hummer EV. My man was stuck. He was pissed. It looked like it was the first. I thought that video with Stradman driving that Hummer EV was gonna be the first time I was gonna hear this guy curse. I swore I was waiting for him. He looked pissed. Go watch that video. He was tired because none of them EV stations were working. And it's like I said, so much uh, content I would have had I recorded the whole day with that Mustang Mach E. That was one of the worst car experiences I've ever had. Period. EV combustible engines. One of my worst experience in a vehicle was with an EV, and it was with the Mustang Mach E, a 2022, I believe. I think it was 2 years ago. That's when I did the review of that car. Loved it. But the worst thing you could do, and this is why I wouldn't get an EV right now, the worst thing you could do is go on a long trip in an EV. The station thing doesn't matter. I wonder if I could translate to see what you're saying. Right? EVs are great locally. EVs are great locally until you got to go long. The moment you go a long way and you know it's overnight, you either wake up super early to go to a long trip to visit family members or you drive at night, right? Because you want to do your best to avoid traffic. That's most people. So you're tired. You're going to be beat throughout the day. You understand? And you just want to get there. Eventually it gets to a point where you just want to drive. To put it in perspective, my Escalade gives you 600 miles. My Escalade, 2016 Cadillac Escalade gives you 600 miles, a full tank. An EV does half of that, maybe less, positively less. So imagine it takes me about 15 hours to get to New York from Atlanta. I do that trip constantly. I try my best not to do it in the Cadillac because I don't want to keep putting mileage on it. But it takes me about 15 hours. In an EV, I can only imagine what that would take me. I would never go to New York in an EV. You bugging. It's going to take me 24 hours, literally, probably. You know what I'm saying? When I drive the Escalade that far out, I fill up one time before I leave and another time, you know, it's 900 miles from Atlanta to New York. It takes me, I said 600 miles. City, you're not getting that in the Escalade. Highway, you're getting 600 miles. City, you probably get like in between 300 to 400 miles, which is still a lot. But like I said, I'll fill up one time before I leave, and then after like the 500 mile, I'll fill up. And guess what? By the time I get to New York, I'll have more than half, almost 3/4 of fuel left in the Escalade. Believe that. It's me telling you that. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I wouldn't get one. Is the range to me. Everything else is great. I just love the fact that thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. I love the fact that you jump into an EV and it feels like you jumping into your phone on wheels. Everything synchronized, lovely. Like a lot of people were talking a lot of smack about the Tesla, how it doesn't have Apple CarPlay. I could live without that because, it just takes some time getting used to. We all used to CarPlay, which is cool. But, yeah, appreciate the love, guys. The EVs is just not for me right now. And, another thing, too, you got to talk to Ashley Cheek. What up? What up? Thanks for the love. My bad, you're throwing me off with the comments. The EVs, the range. My shit completely went off. The Escalade is official behind that. Oh yeah, the EVs are cool because, like I said, it's like jumping into your phone on wheels. You feel one with the car. That's amazing. And, oh yeah, that's the point where I was getting at. Before you get an EV, talk to a truck driver. Do you know that my 18-wheeler gives me 1,000 miles? A full tank, 1,000 miles. So how is it that we trying to move forward, but we only get 200 to 300 miles to a full charge? That's crazy. Thanks a lot. You too, Ashley. I'm gonna be on live later on too. I'll probably drop another video. So I don't know. My bad. I'm kind of going off the rails when it comes to when I'm getting on. But the whole EV thing, man, I don't know. I'm not convinced just yet. Please, y'all, government, just make it to where. So get off then, just change the channel. This is dear government. My bad, son. I don't know. I wish I could see your face when y'all throw certain comments. Appreciate that, Ashley. But yeah, it's me telling you, I'm not one of these cats out here just trying to downplay EVs. You could, scroll down the videos and you'll see that I've driven a lot of them. And you know what I'm saying? Is not it. It's not it. I promise you it's not it. You know what I'm saying? Please wait to buy anything nowadays. Because I'm hearing people spend $950 a month for a damn Nissan Altima. Yeah, y'all gonna get a lot of content from me. We're gonna be talking about everything, and I'm gonna explain why I'm gonna be talking about everything, even trending topics. But yeah, I love cars, and I'm gonna keep doing this until I can afford the ZR1 C8. I want that. A lot of hate towards that car. Why is that car getting so much hate? My favorite SUV, I gotta say, if I wanted to flex a Range Rover, but since I'm a mechanic, I can't go that route. Because wow, that's official. Truly forgot. My bad. The Urus. And you know why I wouldn't consider the RS Q8? Because it might drop in value. The Urus is one of them SUVs where they maintain their value. And sports, you already know that's fire, but that's super fire. And who knows, due to the fact that it's a RSQA, it might hold its value. I'm saying so. It's definitely like a good choice, and it's fortunate, unfortunate. We don't know why things happen, but I got two kids, so I can't get a two door no more. I would have to get like a secondary car, and that's one of the reasons why I plan on staying with the Escalade. You know what I mean? Definitely want to. We have to. But I miss the sports car. Honestly, y'all, I've gotten so close to getting a ZL1 again because I love that car so much. I think it's one of the best cars ever. Hey Mal, but back to EVs, y'all. I don't know, man. You know, if you want to experience everything, like you want an all around experience, rent one. If you rent one and go somewhere far with it, to your discretion. You're gonna be tight, but it's you know, vaya con Dios. You're gonna be tight. Make sure you charge the car to like a hundred miles before you know what I'm saying you get to zero. Cause if you get caught up out there, I don't know how much that tow bill is. You know what I'm saying? And how much it is to charge you. That's another thing too. You know, you got to consider right now that I think about it. If I do get an EV, it might be a pickup truck because I want to be able to put a generator back there. I like the Beamers. I love the Audi, Range Rover, but you know, I love them. I love them all. And it's crazy too because as I'm hard headed when it comes to cars. People been telling me I've been wanting an M5 for the longest. People have been telling me not to get a BMW, not to get one, and I found myself in the dealer trying to negotiate. I love Beamer, but it's the maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be smart about this. Like I said, I got kids. I don't want to be caught up out there with the kids and you know what I mean, the car and you know you see it and of course. It doesn't, you know, that depends on the driver, right? But sometimes, Jesus, I see videos of these BMWs just you know the what is it? The overheating. They need to breathe. I'm like, what the? Is this an animal? Lambo or Ferrari? You know Doug DeMuro. They asked him that question: Lambo or Ferrari? He said Ferrari. I don't. Ferrari because of the fact that they don't depreciate, they maintain their value. And it's a status. Lambo as well too, but I feel like I could have more fun in a Lambo versus a Ferrari. So I'm gonna have to go with Lambo. Me personally, Lambo. And then when you look at under the Lambo umbrella, it's all that under there. Lambo, Porsche, Audi, Bugatti, you know what I'm saying? So they definitely know what they're doing. Not to say anything about Ferrari, but I gotta go with the Lambo. Yeah, hell yeah. But the M5, I love the M5. I actually test drove one the other day, and let me tell you, I thought like you know, I love the ZL1. Love the ZL1. Rear wheel drive, LT4 supercharged. That's fire too. We'll get to Mercedes in a minute. The Camaro, LT4 supercharged, rear wheel drive, super fast, super grippy. I can only imagine the M5 like with some nice wheels, some great tires. You be ripping corners because it's all-wheel drive too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was I want to say it was my first time driving an all-wheel drive. It was my first time driving an all-wheel drive M5, and it was official. Like I didn't even drive it 10 minutes, and I already knew what time it was. Yeah, good luck with that, man. What EV do you recommend for? None of them. I'm not even trying to be funny with you, Just. None of them. Not right now. Right now, it's just not the time, man. I feel like they're still working the kinks. But if we had no choice, and everybody had to get an EV tomorrow for some strange reason, I would have to go with Tesla. Hear me out. I hate the way they look, but Tesla has a lot of supercharging stations. You know what I'm saying? Supercharging stations. So although somebody like a Ford, you know, they might these American cars might have more charging stations than a Tesla. I don't know who has the most, but people are starting to say that, oh, you know, there's more of those there's more of those stations than there is Teslas. A lot of those charger stations are not supercharged. Take it from me, like I said, I drove the Mach E for a week, and it was horrible. I love the Jaguar. I love the Jaguar. I love cars. So far, I think me and you, Mal, we'll have a great talk in regards to cars because I'm gonna make a separate video in regards to Jag. I felt like the owners of Jaguar, they dropped the ball so hard because the Jaguar to me has been such an appealing car. And if you watch, I forgot what video is it. I did a video and I said it. One of the classic cars that I want, not classic, it's not classic. I want a '07 XKR Jaguar. That's the little two-door one. It has two seats in the back and they got the fins on the side. They got the vents. Super fire. I've always loved that car. It kind of looks like a shark, especially in silver. But the one that they came out with after, it had the vent on the side where it was kind of like diagonal. It wasn't the vents horizontal, right? This is horizontal and this is diagonal, I think. My bad, y'all. I always get them mixed up. But Jag dropped the ball. Jag dropped the ball. Hard body. Why Jag didn't yeah, wait, just wait. But if you was to Tesla, why Jag didn't merge with Ford? Why didn't they stay with Ford? And this is why I want that XKR because that XKR Jag is they were merged with Ford, so you could buy Ford parts and put it in the Jag and not spend tons of money buying a Jaguar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Range Rover all day. Just make sure you get that warranty though. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from somebody who's willing to work on his own cars. I hear a lot of bad talk about the Range Rover. You know what? Not because I got one, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the Escalade to me is like, I love the Range Rover. I can only uh, imagine what it's like to drive one, but the Escalade has been great for me, and that new one looks super sick, reliable, for the most part, because I hear a lot of bad stuff, but take it from somebody who's had one for going on 3 years now. I haven't had any issues with mine. You know what I'm saying? And Escalade is that status. I don't feel a certain way when a Range Rover pull next to me, but get one. The ZL1. The ZL1 is the favorite car. Is my favorite car I've ever owned. The ZL1, hands down. I would get that car 100 times. I, if I was to hit the jackpot tomorrow, I'll get three ZL1s. One for the track. It'll be like one for different modes that I'm feeling. Today I'm feeling like just cruising. Tomorrow, church. The track on Sunday. Yeah, hell yeah. Them defenders are super fire. You know what I was looking at too? The old school ones. The old school ones, like I think the '90s, they're starting to like refurbish them. Look that up. The older defenders. I think it's like the early 2000s, something like that. I don't know, something like. But they're starting to. I like the football. Unfortunately, with sports, I don't have time because I'm constantly in the truck and I can't follow up with what's going on. But yeah, y'all. Is it a Defender? They're starting to kind of yeah. It's kind of like the one that Doug DeMuro has. They refurbish them, new and they rebuild the engine or they put something else in there. They might be LS swap. I don't know. I've never seen one run before. I've seen one, but I didn't because I'm in the truck. I couldn't hear it. But they got the Safari windows. It looks super clean in there, in and out. It's definitely a beautiful looking Jeep, and allegedly they do what they do. What's up, man? What up, Mal? But nah, man, EVs ain't it right now. Not right now. I just wish 1,000 miles and I'll get one. You know, and who knows? I hear that in other countries they make cars better. Americans tend to want to get us for our money. So but I've never heard anything good about Range Rover. Nah, unfortunately, I wouldn't do that, Mal, because she could be my co-signer to something, I can't afford, but I might like. Nah, I wouldn't trade my wife for my favorite car. For now. Yeah, yeah, nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Um, but yeah, man, yo, good looking y'all for staying tuned in. We're gonna be doing this a lot more. You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Uh, Range Rover. That new Range Rover look fire too. I ain't gonna lie. I like the lights. I just don't like the fact that they don't really facelift them to make them look very, very different. You know what I mean? That Hummer EV almost got all of us. You know what I'm saying that's super nice. All right, be safe, Just. Thanks for staying tuned in. Um, it's been hard for me, but I'm a truck driver. We do pretty good. You could watch them videos. I talk a lot about the truck driving industry, and how much you can make. You definitely could be in between that 100 to 200,000 a year. I haven't done a video where I'm showing my check. I'm kind of, in defense in regards to that. I don't work like that anyway. I don't try to make that much because taxes. I got a number in my head. Once I make that, nah, hell no, I'm not rich, bro. I'm nowhere near. I wish. That's why I'm making YouTube videos right now. I'm trying to get rich. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna be back soon. Probably be back today, later on. I gotta paint the crib. I'm gonna show y'all how that come out. I wish I would have had it before. Look, so I could show you that before and after. Car language. Stay tuned. More content coming soon. Y'all already know.